Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? It is me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Just to let you know, this video is going to be in high dynamic range and 4K. Please be advised you will have to wait for this video to be processed in order for you to enjoy it. Yes, this is Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 Pro. And the reason I'm showing you the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Pro version is because recently, during a Sony investor relations meeting, the Sony actually demonstrated PlayStation 5 GPU and CPU load time using a Spider-Man to load the cities, the textures, and heavily navigate through them, while the PlayStation 4 took around 8 seconds to load Spider-Man level. The PlayStation 5 identified simply as the next generation, so that means that they were using that GPU and CPU processor that the PlayStation 5 will have next year. And they were using the Spider-Man game, obviously, to demonstrate this. And what's interesting about the demo, they were showing just how fast they can load the textures and everything in the game, while with PlayStation 4 it took a little bit longer to do that. And another interesting thing is, looking at that demo, is just how fast everything was running and smooth at the constant frame, while on the PlayStation you're getting roughly let's say 30 frames per second or something like that. So it was pretty interesting to see just what the PlayStation 5 hardware can do. You know what I mean? Now, what does this mean? What this basically means is that, and this is the good news, with this kind of power that the PlayStation 5 is going to have, even your existing backward compatible PlayStation 4 games will look amazing. And that's another great benefit that I think we are going to be enjoying with the PlayStation 5. You guys can look at the video. I'll leave the link down below. You guys can check it out for yourself and look at it. But what I have seen, here's the thing. It's kind of difficult. I mean, you're not going to see like the detail of the game. You're not going to see like the graphics enhancement on this video, because it was done with a projector. And when you're doing something with a projector, it's really difficult to tell if the graphics are like. It's hard to tell the difference between the graphics, because you have a projector showing you the demo. But the whole point of the demo was to show you just the speed, the loading time, the speed, and the fact that they're able to run the game really fast without losing anything, like any detail, any textures. As a matter of fact, from what I have heard, the textures and everything else in the game was running even at a higher detail. So, but the most important part is the fact that your PlayStation 5 will be able to utilize that speed and performance and a much higher detail on the textures and everything else without any sacrifice. But here's another interesting thing. There's still so much that we don't know about the PlayStation 5. I like all these demos. I like what they're showing us, but there's still so much we don't know. What we do know is that PlayStation 5 will have the use of 8-core CPU based on the AMD's third generation Ryzen line, which is awesome, and also GPU that supports ray tracing graphics. So Sony has not yet demonstrated ray tracing on the PlayStation 5. We're going to see those demos later on. But what I have seen on this demo so far, on this projector, remember, you're looking at something that was shown on a projector through a camera. So you're not going to see like a graphics detail, but you will definitely appreciate the load time and just how fast everything is on the PlayStation 5 version, as they like to call it, the next generation, which is the PlayStation 5. And that to me was amazing, and it's a great news because when you purchase a PlayStation 5, all of your backward compatible PlayStation 4 games will look amazing. So if you want to play the God of War, you're going to be amazed with how God of War is going to run. If you want to play Detroit's Become Human and all these other exclusive PlayStation 4 games, you will definitely have a much better appreciations. So that's a good news. Now, I can't wait to see. I really can't wait to see the PlayStation Experience press conference, because I really want to get all these details. I want to see how the console looks. I want to see more info on the PlayStation 5, and I think Sony's preparing for that. And look, there's no doubt in my mind that the PlayStation 5 is going to be an amazing console. There's no question. I think Sony probably addressed all of the questions that have been asked. People have been asking about the backward compatibility. They're going to bring that. People have been asking about the 4K player. They're going to bring that. People have been asking for a much higher performance. They're going to bring that. People have been asking for the 4K. Well, every game is probably going to run in native 4K. I think the standard will be like a native 4K for majority of the games. The developers will be at ease. They will be able to use that power to harness the native 4K, in my opinion. And I think it's time, 2020. If you are still having difficult time getting us a native 4K game, then what the hell, seriously, with all that power that the PlayStation 5 is going to have. Now, as far as 8K, guys, with 8K, I don't think you're going to see a native 8K game. What you're going to see is the ability to probably checkerboard that 8K resolution, or use a dynamic resolution to reach the 8K, which also is going to be beneficial for those of you who have 8K televisions. But don't expect native 4K 60, guys. Don't dream about that. Then that console would cost $1,500. All right, just don't dream about that. Even with a high-end even with $3,000 PC, even with what I have, I'm having a difficult time reaching 30, even 24 frames per second in 8K. Like, I'm having a difficult time. It's a bottleneck. So don't expect native 8K, guys. And I don't really care about that, honestly, that much. But I think what you're going to be seeing with the PlayStation 5, it's some outstanding performance. The speed, the performance, the visuals. I think the visuals are going to be at the level where, guys, even right now, even with today's games, we're so close, man. We're like so close achieving that fidelity of photorealism. I mean, we're so close. And I predicted 2021. I said by 2021, guys, you're gonna see it, because we're so close, man. We're so close. You can almost smell it, just how close we are. And even right now, what I'm seeing, I'm impressed. And imagine the type of detail you're gonna see with PlayStation 5. Like 5 years from now, what type of fidelity in photorealism you're gonna see in graphics. it's going to come to the point where you're really going to have a difficult time, you know, telling the difference. Like, you know, if is this real or is this CGI? Like, it's going to be at that point. You know, it's amazing how far the video games have advanced. You know, this is coming from an old geezer, 40 years old, and I can tell you, man, you know, how far the games have advanced. It's you can't even call it a video game. I think you have to call it like a digital entertainment. Honestly, you know, when I think of video games, I think about, you know, Nintendo, Commodore, Spectrum ZX, stuff like that. You know, original PlayStation. But this is like, I think we're getting it like a digital entertainment. Like it's becoming. I didn't even want to use the word video game anymore. Seriously, I'm at the point where I don't even want to use the word a video game. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm not showing my face here, that's because I'm rendering this in HDR, and I cannot use a camera when I'm recording something in HDR because of such a heavy, you know, memory that's going to use to record this, meaning my hard drive. Because recording HDR in 4K, that takes a lot of space. It takes a lot of space on your hard drive to record something like this. So anyway, there you have it, guys. I mean, what do you think? Let me know what you guys think. Did you see the video? And if you did see the video, what do you think? What I have seen so far, it's pretty impressive, and I really can't wait for the PlayStation 5 demos and also official press release on the date when they're going to release it. Also, when they show the console itself, I really can't wait for the Sony experience. Honestly, I'm more excited about the Sony experience than I am about the E3 Xbox. Seriously, dude, I'm more excited about about Sony. I really want to see what Sony is going to show us, and I guarantee a majority of people are more excited about Sony than they are about the Microsoft. Because I'm just with the Microsoft, dude. Like, you know, you know. You gotta stop showing me the power of the hardware. We all get it, dude. You have the money. You can have the best possible GPU, CPU in your console. But what's the point if you're not taking a use of that CPU and GPU? It doesn't mean crap if you're not taking any use of it. Sony's is gonna take a full use of their GPU and CPU. So I can't wait to see what Sony's gonna show us. But as far as the Xbox has to pull their weight. They have to impress me. They got to show me some gameplay footage of Halo, and they got to show me some new IPs, some new groundbreaking AAA first-party games that they're working on. You got to show me something other than Halo and Gears. You got to show me something different, dude. You got to show me some new stuff that we haven't seen before. That's what I think Xbox has to do at this point, really. Because if you're not going to show us anything this E3 show, something groundbreaking, then what was the point of you buying these studios? You know, what was the point of Ninja Theory? What's the point of Crytek? What's the point of getting all these studios if you're not going to show us something new, fresh, groundbreaking AAA first-party game? Okay, so can't wait to see. You guys can check out this demo that Sony did. You can check it out. But you remember, I said, when it comes to the 8K, guys, you're not going to get a native 8K. I know they're saying 8K, but they're not saying native 8K. You're not going to hit native 8K on the PlayStation 5 or on the Anaconda. So, guys, please stop having a wet dream thinking that you're going to reach native 8K. It's not going to happen. All right. Even on today's PCs, you got to have like a super beefy PC to even reach 30 FPS 8K with like medium textures. All right. It's not going to happen. what you're going to see some kind of checkerboarding, dynamic resolution reaching to that 33 million pixels, but you're not going to get native 8K. It's going to take a long time till we reach native 8K. All right. Now, the SSD solid state drive will definitely help with loading time, will definitely help with the speed. You guys are going to notice a huge performance increase when it comes to PlayStation 5 due to what PlayStation 5 has inside. So shorter loading times, everything will be much faster and smoother. But anyway, there you have it, guys. This video, it's in HDR, it's in 4K. Let me know what you guys think. All right, take care. I'll catch you soon. Have a good one.